dos buenos amigos.
I'd like to welcome Danny Shain back to the show again. And how was your weekend?
Oh my gosh. Well, Rich, good to see you again. Thank you very much, of course. Happy Monday. I think a lot of people find saying Happy Monday is a hard thing to say. But today I can say I am happy because for at least I get a chance to talk to you again. Well, the weekend, gosh, I had a great weekend. Yesterday we had a birthday party for a friend of mine. We had some, like when you bury the pig, you do the pig pit, and you cook a pig like that. We did that yesterday. Wow, that was great food. So today I got to do some exercise.
It's really great to have you back on the show.
Thank you.
You just finished up on your remake of Rhinestone Cowboy from Glenn Campbell. How did it make you feel when you finally finished it?
Gosh, the Rhinestone Cowboy is a song that means a lot to me. So I remember hearing that as a little kid, and maybe it didn't mean so much to me then, but it does now as an artist for a lot of years. Because I feel probably like the same as most of us artists do. Singer-songwriters, like we work so hard, we have to compromise a lot of things to finally get our moment in the light, right? That rhinestone image, the rhinestone cowboy image, when you finally make it, right? And so. It's a personal song for me with a lot of significance, meaning. And I also know, strategically speaking, as a songwriter who's mixing lyrics in Spanish and English, trying to better connect the Latino culture with us gringos, right, through the country music, that many Latinos have heard the song and maybe they didn't understand the lyrical content so much. So I did some changes to the lyrical content, make it a little bit more understandable for folks who don't speak English, hoping that I'm able to deliver that message a little bit more strongly than them as well, right? So yeah, I feel really good. What I like to do with that song next, when I have the time and funds available, is get in front of an orchestra with a band and then sing that with that backup. I think that would just be absolutely astonishing, stunning for me. So I'm working that direction right now.
That sounds awesome. Can people go and download it soon, or?
Yeah, actually, right now, let me see. We're 9 songs in roughly to finishing 11 songs in our first album, right? Now that's one of them. And for the time being, those 9 songs are available on SoundCloud for listening to. What I'm trying to do right now is to get folks to know me, as you know, and hear the music free. And once we get this album done, then I'll put it up on iTunes and all the other media so people can have access to download the songs and maybe buy the album, that sort of thing. So I'm expecting to launch this album. I'm about a month later than I expected, which is probably not unnormal for what we do, And so by May, end of May, we should be launching this album. And that time, I'll put it up for download. For the time being, you can hear it on the SoundCloud, or you can hear it right on our homepage, DannyShainMusic.com.
Okay. You got any other new projects coming up, or?
Yeah, what we're working on right now, we have some personnel change. We got a new guitar player that I've been working with for the last 2 weeks. This week we're going to get together with the band and start practicing officially. We've got a country festival here in Peru that should attract about 4,000 or 5,000 folks. We participated in that the last 2 years. They invited us back again, which makes me really happy. Bunch of Peruvian cowboys, which it isn't much different than American cowboys, just kind of change the language. But everyone likes the line dance and the country music. They like their beers and the whole dang thing. It's a good time. And so we're gearing up for that. I want to finish this album more than anything else. That's a big push for me. Behind that, and before that, we've got a couple other smaller festivals, a couple thousand people each of those. I wanted to shoot some video finally, get some video out. That's much better done than what we've done before. So those are my main thrusts right now up until, I'd say, August. And after that, we'll start looking at a Christmas album possibly, finish that up.
Okay. You sent a clip of Peru's festival, so people can watch it too.
Uno se llama Jack Daniel y el otro Don Julio. Con Jack Daniel, sabes, me convierto en poco salvaje, siendo como bravo, como invencible. Con Don Julio salgo más tranquilo como un caballero verdadero. Me gusta bailar con las damas toda la noche.
Yeah, definitely. There's a clip on there from two good friends that we did last year live there. I like that festival. Of course, I like festivals, country music festivals anyway, but that's a good one. I feel really comfortable there. Reminds me a lot of being back home, pine trees and cold at night. Because where I am in the Amazon, it's hot all the time. It's not like being down there.
How can people contact you?
Well, you've been talking about this. And the thing I struggle with is it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a big hit for me. I guess the best way to play it or explain it is, I'm trying to manage my Facebook accounts, I'm trying to manage my Twitter's accounts, my SoundCloud accounts, YouTube's, and all these things, right? And keeping my name out there in front of people so more and more people find us, right? Out now I think my Facebook is a great place to find us. I put a lot of information up there, personal information there, in case anyone gives a darn or not. Maybe they do, I don't know. It seems to be getting a lot of fan response, and mostly women these days, which is a good thing because they have a tendency to kind of drive markets for any musical style. So I'm glad to see that our Facebook is getting a lot more hits and action. The Twitter as well. And then of course our webpage, which I keep fairly updated as well, the DannyShainMusic.com website. So on Facebook it's just Danny Shain, Twitter Danny Shain, so it's pretty simple if people are trying to keep up with us and see what we're doing.
Do you have anything to say to your followers?
Oh yeah, I do. A lot of things. The first of all is that, I guess the followers, my fans, my family, friends, I'm reluctant to call people fans, right? Because I am a lot more personal than that. I like to see my fans, if you will, as my friends, my family in that way, because everyone knows it gets anywhere or doesn't get anywhere. If you don't have fans, nothing really happens. If you're trying to get down the road and have somewhat of a career as a musician, right? So I'm just eternally thankful to these folks that like my music, that they support me, they continue to visit my web pages and put like on everything I post. Well, not everything, but more and more that's happening, right? So yeah, and a sincere thank you to all of you folks that support me out there. I really, really appreciate that very much. And when I get a chance to tour and come to your towns, wherever you are at, I want to make myself a lot more accessible. Like some folks like Danny Chesney, those kind of guys are out there slapping hands everywhere and when they're out. I'm the kind of guy, I'm really, really thankful and want to recognize that when I'm out there and not be, kind of like behind a big fence and that's as close as people get. I want to be out there and thank people, hug them, kiss them, whatever. And it's like, thank you. The radio station, we got 33 radio stations now that are programming our music. Those guys play a huge part in getting our name out there. Folks like you, Rich, Myers, Jesus, I'm really, really thankful for folks like you. I couldn't do it, without you folks. And really, really, really thankful. That's the biggest thing I want to communicate to folks.
Thanks for being on the show today, and thanks for letting me interview you. So this is our third interview, third, fourth.
And again, I'm going to say it to you. I hope you never get tired of hearing it. Because, thank you very much, Rich. I really, really appreciate you take the time to look me up and follow me and help me get my name out there. I'm indebted to you, and I know we're going to get that chance to meet face to face, and there I can settle some of that debt with a couple of beers and hear a few lies. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.